Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into a really chilling one. The Cleveland torso murders. We've got the historical reports, the forensic notes. Quite a stack.
Yeah, it's one of those cases that just sticks with you. Our mission here really is to look at how the killer used the city's own problems against it.
Exactly. So let's set the scene. Think 1930s Cleveland. The Great Depression is hitting hard. Really hard.
Oh, incredibly hard. You had over half the workforce unemployed? People were literally scavenging for food.
Right. And this created huge divides. Lots of people just became invisible, desperate, living on the edges.
And vulnerable. Utterly vulnerable.
Perfect conditions, tragically, for someone like the Mad Butcher to operate.
And that social situation wasn't just, background noise. It was fundamental.
Mm-hmm.
The killer's main hunting ground. Kingsbury Run.
Ah, the ravine.
Yeah, this deep, kind of bleak ravine cutting through the city. It was filled with these Hooverville's shanty towns made of junk, basically.
And the hobo jungle, too, right? Bars, gambling.
Exactly. Illicit activities. So it offered two things. Isolation for the crimes themselves, and a steady stream of victims who are already sort of off the grid, socially invisible, like you said.
Okay, so let's talk about the killer's methods, because they were something else.
Oh, absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
The signature was decapitation. All the official victims.
Oh, all of them?
All 12 official victims, yes. And most were dismembered. The precision was, it made investigators think the killer knew anatomy.
Like a doctor. Or maybe a butcher.
Could be someone with medical training, seems like. And other grim details. Castration of male victims. One had his heart removed. Some bodies were even treated with chemicals, turned the skin sort of red and leathery. And maybe the most chilling part, they never found the primary crime scene. Never. Shows real planning. Meticulous.
Which just adds to the terror. And then the sheer audacity.
Yeah.
Tell us about the challenge to Elliot Ness.
Right, so the killer deposits victims 11 and 12 in this dump site.
Yeah.
Directly visible from Elliot Ness's office window in City Hall.
Wow. I mean, that's not just hiding a body. That's a statement.
It's a taunt. A direct, arrogant challenge to the man in charge, turning it into this twisted personal game.
And the man in charge was Elliot Ness, the famous, untouchable, fresh off taking down Capone, now Cleveland's public safety director.
Imagine the pressure. Immense public pressure.
Yeah.
And after that stunt with the bodies near his window, this case became a personal obsession for Ness.
But it wasn't easy. What were the big roadblocks?
Well, even with the best forensics they had then fingerprinting, they even set up a torso clinic with experts trying to profile the killer. Key things were missing.
Like the main crime scene.
Exactly. And the victims themselves. So many were unidentified. Like the tattooed man. They made a death mask, showed it to maybe 100,000 people at the Great Lakes Expo.
And nobody knew him?
Nobody could identify him. It highlights the anonymity problem. So Ness, he got desperate. In August 38, he personally led this raid.
The burning of Kingsbury Run.
Yeah. Controversial, definitely. They cleared out the shanty towns, displaced about 300 people. But here's the thing. After that, the official murders stopped.
Stopped completely. Wow. Still, it feels like justice wasn't served, does it? The killer was never caught. Why was it so impossible?
It really seems like a perfect storm of factors. You had victim anonymity, no main crime scene, forensic limits, and then the suspects.
Right. There were suspects.
Two main ones stand out. First, Frank Dolezal, a bricklayer. He actually confessed. Case closed.
Not quite. The confession was apparently coerced by the sheriff's department, not Ness's guys. And Dolezal died in custody, suspiciously. 6 broken ribs. Looks like a tragic scapegoat situation.
Oh, that's awful. Who else?
Well, Ness had his own prime suspect, Dr. Francis Sweeney.
A doctor. Fits the profile.
Skilled surgeon, yeah. But he also had psychiatric problems. And get this. He failed 2 lie detector tests. Ness was convinced it was him.
So why wasn't he prosecuted?
Politics, basically. Sweeney was related to a powerful congressman, his cousin. That connection shielded him. Protected. Even with Ness pushing.
Even with Ness convinced. Sweeney was institutionalized, but he apparently kept sending Ness taunting postcards from the asylum. Just, wow.
Unbelievable. So, victim anonymity, no crime scene, limited science back then, and a suspect who was possibly protected. A perfect storm, indeed.
It really was. But, the story doesn't quite end there. The focus is shifting now, away from the killer who got away.
How so?
Well, it's about the victims now. The Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office, they're working with the DNA Doe Project, using genetic genealogy.
To identify the unknown victims.
Exactly. 10 of the 12 remain unidentified. They're trying to give them back their names, restore that part of their identity.
That's actually really powerful. After all this time, the killer wanted to erase them, make them anonymous forever.
But modern science is pushing back against that. It kind of shows that a life once lived leaves a trace that maybe can't be truly erased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It proves that even if justice failed back then, the search for answers, for identity, that continues. Something to really think about.